What's up, everybody? I am Kenneth.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is part 2 of the engagement.
This
Our story.
Yes. So here it was, you got a picture. It was a beautiful spring evening. And it was time to pop the question. I've been dating Lindsay for a while, and so I wanted to go ahead and solidify the relationship because just been showing up at my house for a while, talking to her for a minute. I knew that I found a good thing. I found a wife.
Here's what the scripture says. He that finds a wife finds a good thing. Didn't say he that finds a girl that he's attracted to, who he then begins to date, who he then calls his girlfriend, who he then buys a ring, proposes, and makes her his fiance, who he then marries later, who becomes his wife. You're not a wife when I marry you, you're a wife when I find you.
And so I didn't want to lose her. My daddy used to always pick on me and say, boy, Billy gonna have your girl gone. You better marry that girl.
I don't want to go with Billy. I don't want to go with Billy.
I think it was an old song or something. See, always you say, what you waiting on? People always say, y'all scared, y'all scared, y'all just need to do it. What y'all waiting on? But I didn't let that bother me. I just knew for myself that I wanted to solidify. I had to make a choice, make a decision. So I knew I wanted to marry Lindsay, my childhood friend. So I had prepared I bought a house, like I said, I got everything. I was preparing myself as a man and preparing to have a wife. And so I had talked to her mom and asked her mom if it was okay, if I had her blessing to marry her daughter. Normally in our culture, in our society, a lot of times a guy would talk to the girl's father, but Lindsay's dad had passed.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So I asked her mom and she gave her blessing. She's like, yeah, baby, you know, I would love for you to marry my daughter. There's no other man I could think that she could be with other than you. I don't really recall what she really said, but I do know she gave me her blessing. So thank you, mama. So she gave me a blessing, so I had to come up with an idea. I'm a creative guy, so I try to think of something creative because Liz is creative as well. I wanted her to remember, and also I knew people were going to be saying, how'd he do it? I
do this with my kids. I stop and this is a teachable moment. So during the engagement or your courtship, you want to take time to figure out what it is that spouse or that fiance or that friend likes. You want to know what they like, study that. This is going to kind of help you. This is always going to help you throughout the year, but especially during the engagement time. And engagements do not have to be big and extravagant. They can just simply be what your spouse likes. Just the fact of Kenneth being creative, I mean, that was just overwhelming for me. I love that. So it doesn't have to be extravagant. You might do it to get you some points, I'm the man or whatever, but your girl is not really looking for all that. She just wants you to consider her and put her in your thoughts and listen to what she's telling you, what she likes, her dislikes, her favorite places, her colors, her scents. I mean, it's just a collective things that your fiance would like. It doesn't have to be big and extravagant.
But if it is, make sure it's off the check.
Yeah.
So I had an idea. I went to the Frisch Museum in Nashville on Broadway, and they were having some kind of exhibit there that I felt like would be perfect to take Lindsay on a date on. And there was a particular part of the exhibit that I knew I would stick a age-looking letter to make it look like it was a part of the exhibit. And I was talking to one of the people who worked there, and they said it could be done. So I picked up Lindsay. It was Lindsay, her, and her niece, and her godson.
Our chaperones for the day.
Yes. So we went in and it all went down the drain. It all failed. Lindsay didn't know I was gonna propose. I knew, but it all failed. Just completely did not flow like I wanted. So I started freaking out on the inside. Keeping it cool, but I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna make this happen? Because I knew I had the ring and I wanted to do it that day. So we went to a museum. I think it's called the Walden Museum down in downtown Nashville, West End. I think it's West End, Nashville. And so I decided to play like a little scavenger hunt type of game. And I think it consisted of maybe like finding type of books and maybe stories that maybe either identify with me and vice versa. I believe. I'm not sure that.
I don't really remember.
I just know we played a game like that prior.
It wasn't really a scavenger hunt, but then it was a scavenger hunt.
In the bookstore. So I found I went up on the second floor and I found a book that was entitled "Why Should Men Get Married?" And I wish I had a picture of the book. I'll show you guys. It was a good book.
We actually purchased it, but we can't find it at the moment.
Yes. So I put a letter in the book, and some kind of way I directed her upstairs.
I know. I'll go upstairs.
So she went upstairs, her and the kids, and some kind of way she found the book. So as she is looking at the book and reading the letter that I had inserted in the book, I was getting on one knee. So I was getting on one knee, her niece is in the background, sitting in the chair saying, no, 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 no. Oh God, don't do it. Because her niece didn't really care for me.
It was bittersweet. She thought she didn't care for you, babe, but she absolutely loves you.
Now.
Yeah, now she does. But she didn't want him pulling me away from her because we were really close at the time. Now she's all grown and whatnot, but I'm still an auntie, you know what I'm saying? But she knows Kenneth is a great guy. She's probably smiling and nodding and cracking up now because we like totally calling her out. But she knows that God has blessed this union, and by me marrying Kenneth, she has been blessed as well. So
yes, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Let's call her name out.
Yes.
So Jasmine in the background said, no, don't do it. And Liz is like, oh my God. And so I'm on the knee. I don't know what I said. But I said something that made her just be like, yes, I mean. She just started crying. No, she didn't. Lindsay did not cry like they do on TV. She didn't cry, but she was shocked. She was surprised.
I was shocked. I was very surprised.
And she said yes. I'm glad she didn't leave me sitting right there, my face on the floor. She said yes.
No way. So
as we frolicked out of the bookstore, happy in each other's arms, with the children behind us, we drove across the street to the Centennial Park, where the Parthenon is in Nashville. And so I had a picnic laid out. Went out there and had this picnic like the kind you see on TV. It was nice. It was pretty cool.
He did really well. Like it wasn't buffet style. There was no mac and cheese or Parmesan chicken or anything, but he did really well. I think his sisters might have helped him with the food.
I don't know. I like to think that I did it, but I'm not sure.
I mean, but it was beautiful. These little sandwiches and fruits, and you know, it was beautiful.
Stuff that I know Lindsay would love.
It was beautiful.
So while we were eating and partaking in lunch, I had a friend of mine that worked at a florist come and deliver, I think 2 or 3 dozen roses, red stem roses to Lindsay. So he came out and he was like, is Liz here? And so she's like, that's me. And so he handed her the roses and she was elated. Shocked again. And you always want to keep, just a side note, fellas, I always want to keep that surprise element. I think it's a good thing. I mean, when it's a good surprise.
Right.
Don't be saying I got a little baby about another woman. Just saying the good surprises.
Marriage is possible.
Just to keep her on her toes, just to let her, just being spontaneous. So after that, she wasn't partaking. She enjoyed looking at the beautiful roses. Then I went to my car and came back bearing gifts. During
It
our
was
courtship,
Christmas, you guys.
during our courtship, we went to the mall, different stores, and when Lindsay would see stuff that she liked, I was just taking a mental note on certain stuff that she liked.
And you guys, it wasn't even like, I mean, I didn't even know like he was really paying attention. It's just like me like, okay, give me a minute, let me run in this store. And you know, he's with me and he's looking at the things that I'm looking at. I may be looking at a sweater or something trying to see. You know, he's looking at the colors that I'm looking at. And he's looking at the style and what fits my body shape and body type and all that. But he really paid attention. He really studied during the engagement. And that's what I'm saying. That's what the engagement is for, to get to know your fiance.
And also too, just to backtrack, that's why I said I made the decision, because I had to make the decision while we were courting. Sometimes people court and don't really look at and learn an individual. So I started to pay attention to learn Lindsay, to learn happy moments, sad moments, or what have you, just to see when she's on a good day, bad day. Do I want to deal with this woman? Do I want to live with her for the rest of my life? So I made the decision because I like what I see. I mean, she wasn't a perfect woman, neither was I a perfect man, but I knew she would make a good wife. So, and I was in love with her, and again, she was gorgeous. So I made the decision. So we bought the gifts, and then that was about the end of the day.
And I needed to be getting home. You don't say yes to a brother like this and hang out all day. It was time for me to go home to my mom. I need to get to my safe place right about now. So this brother took me home. The hour was drawn late. I went home to my safe place. So but when I got home with this beautiful ring on my finger, I discovered quickly that my nails were not manicured. So I drove to the nearest mall like a mad lady through town. To get to that mall before it closed, and I got my nails done. So the next day or whenever, congratulations! Let me see the ring.
You got y'all ladies.
Yes, my nails will be on point. So it was a beautiful weekend. It was a beautiful day. I'm so thankful that I said yes.
I am too. I am very grateful. So we are engaged.